Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Ocarina of Fire here, getting ready to talk some NFL football. Taking a break from, here's my dog in the background, taking a break from talking games to talk about a little bit of football this week. Big football fan, so I'm going to preview some of the games this weekend, the bigger marquee matchups, because there's a lot on both sides, AFC and NFC, as teams are trying to stake their claim for division championships and really getting the best possible playoff seeding. So, without further ado, I'm going to start with the Denver Broncos going to the Houston Texans. Denver's looking to clinch the AFC West with a win and a Kansas City loss, while Houston, on the other hand, they're looking to clinch the first pick in the draft with a loss to the Denver Broncos. It's really two polar opposites, and it's really disappointing for the Houston Texans, considering they were one game away from clinching home field advantage in the AFC last season until they lost Week 17 at Indianapolis. And ever since then, they really haven't gotten back on track. Gary Kubiak's been fired. Matt Schaub's been benched. It's really just a train wreck at Houston, and they don't want no part of the season. They just want to go home, get ready for next year, get this pick in the draft, and really rebuild, start over, and start fresh. Denver, on the other hand, Wes Welker's going to be out with a concussion, but that really shouldn't derail them much. They have just too many weapons, and Peyton Manning's looking to break the touchdown record. So with all them weapons on both sides, Denver knows what they want to do. They know what they need to do, so I expect Denver to win by 3 touchdowns or more even. I mean, this game's really not going to be close. Even though it's at Houston, I don't expect this game to be close at all. One team's mailing in, one team's looking for home field advantage. It's just a recipe for a disaster for the Houston Texans. Next game is going to be the Indianapolis Colts going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Kansas City is looking to stay alive in the AFC West, the number 1 seed hunt, and they're going to need to win out to do so. The Indianapolis Colts already clinched the AFC South, but they're looking to move up in playoff positioning, possibly with a little help from the Baltimore Ravens. They themselves can clinch a first-round bye after Week 17. So, expect Kansas City to win here in a close one. Andrew Luck going there against that defense at home, this is going to be tough. Kansas City's too good at home. Jamal Charles coming off one of the best games of his career. So, if the game was in Indianapolis, that's one thing, but I expect Kansas City to get the win here at home in a possible preview for the AFC wildcard match 2 weeks from now. Next, we'll move to Seattle, playing at home against the Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks clinch home field advantage with a win. Arizona's looking to stay alive for their playoff hopes, but no one wins in Seattle. That team's too good at home. The crowd noise, Russell Wilson, that offensive and defensive line for Seattle is just too good. They beat you up front on both sides of the ball, and it's really I don't think there's any real chance for Seattle or Arizona, as well as they have played over the past few weeks. Carson Palmer's gimpy, Larry Fitzgerald's gimpy, and you got to have your guys 100% to beat the Seattle Seahawks at home, and the Cardinals just aren't that, so I don't see them really having a chance in this game. So Seattle by a touchdown or more. Next, the big game in the AFC, that 4:15 game will be the New England Patriots going to visit the Baltimore Ravens. Patriots coming off a loss to the Miami Dolphins, looking to clinch the AFC East with a win and a first-round bye with a win and a Bengals loss. The Baltimore Ravens trying to really fight for their way back into the playoff hunt. I mean, they control their own destiny even to win the AFC North, which is crazy of how inconsistent they've been this year. But they're in the driver's seat to do whatever they want in the playoffs. They can actually clinch a playoff spot if they win, Miami loses, and San Diego loses or ties. So they have a plethora of options ahead of them. So this should be a great game. The Patriots and Ravens always play each other tough. Rematch of the AFC Championship game from a year ago. These guys always play close, and I expect Baltimore to get a close win here by a field goal or less. I mean, the Patriots just are not the same without Rob Gronkowski, and they're going to be looking to find some new identity while their best player is out. And it's just too many injuries on both sides of the ball for the Patriots. It's really been tough for them because they're primed to make a Super Bowl run, but they can't do it with all the injuries they've gotten. So Baltimore by a touchdown or less. We got our Sunday night matchup for this week is the Chicago Bears going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Both these sides are looking to win their respective divisions. Chicago will be able to do that with a win and a loss by the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers, And the Eagles are on a collision course for the Week 17 showdown at Jerry World versus the Dallas Cowboys, should the Cowboys win as well. The Eagles will clinch the NFC East with a win and a Cowboys loss to the Washington Redskins, but I don't see the Eagles winning this game. I think Chicago is going to get hot with Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler's he's a man on a mission, looks for that big money contract, and I think he's going to have a great game. And let's just face it, we all want to see Tony Romo in a Week 17 game that counts. So see if you can rebound from that debacle against Washington last year in Week 17. So I expect Chicago to win by a touchdown or less, field goal. It's going to be a close game, but the Bears should pull it out at home. The Monday night game, the Atlanta Falcons at the San Francisco 49ers, isn't really a big game in regards to seeding. it looks like the 49ers are going to lock up the 6th spot in the NFC, but it's a farewell to Candlestick Park. They're going to be closing their doors for the final time. After all the history in that stadium with Montana, Rice, Young, the catch, the moment with T.O., all that stuff going on at Candlestick. It's really going to be kind of sad, bittersweet to see that building close while they move down to Santa Clara. But all good things must come to an end, right? And they really needed a new stadium up there. That place was a mess. I don't know if anyone's ever been out there. That place is a mess. I mean, it's a historic, nostalgic area, but that place is just a mess. But San Francisco win here, get ready to get into the playoffs themselves and possibly make a Super Bowl run with Colin Kaepernick. So that's all I got for today for football-wise. Let me know if you disagree with any of my predictions. You know, this is fun. I like talking sports. So that's all I got for today. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and I appreciate you all watching my videos. So go your team, go Colts, beat the Chiefs, even though, like I said, it's going to be a tough game, but go Colts. Have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy.